Hey, it's Christy from Lululemon, and I'm here at the office checking out the Shake It Out shorts. These have been my go-tos, and I kind of think of them as a middle ground between a true run short and a more playful, athletic, sporty short. They have all the performance you want for running, so a comfy liner, our lightweight Swift fabric, even a pocket for your keys. But what I really like is the flowy fit and layered hem. It gives it a little bit of volume, a little bit of fun, so they feel as good on a run as they do just at coffee afterwards. You can find the Shake It Out shorts in-store now or online at lululemon.com.
Guys, it's another season of the greatest television show I've ever seen that I only started watching last year. It's time for another season of Big. No, it's not that. It's not Big. It's Big Brother.
Yeah, you had too much bass in your voice.
I did. And I had to have, obviously, my big brother, godmother, host, executive producer, the brilliant mind behind Birthday Brother, exclusively on patreon.com/IamTheCuteOne. It's Donny Hadfield. Hi.
Hi, thank you. What an intro.
I love to give people really good intros.
Well, thank you. You're great at it.
And you know what? It's usually a hint because, like, most of the time I go on other people's podcasts and they're like, "This is just Noor, that bitch Noor."
Yeah, I introduce people like that.
Guys, we're talking about BB28. Now, I know last year I did rope Donny into doing all of the BB episodes with me, but Donny this year is a booked and busy girl.
Booked and busy, and most importantly, I have MS.
And we'll remind you of that any chance he gets, okay?
Driving MS Daisy, that's me.
Not driving MS Daisy. And you know what, guys? MS medication is very expensive. So go on over to patreon.com/IamTheCuteOne and go subscribe. And you will be watching some of the best independently produced reality television content of your life.
Thank you. Now, I'm glad we're talking about that because I do want to jump right into Big Brother 28 and say that this is the first time it's felt like Big Brother to me in a long time. Normally, I feel like the past few years, I felt like I've been watching people play Birthday Brother. And that's not a diss at what I'm putting on Patreon, but it is someone with one camera and a Patreon subscription. And like that's what the past few seasons have felt, just like a group of friends having fun. But this is meat again.
It is. And you know, I didn't know if it was just like my view of it, because I do think like anytime I'm seeing like Big Brother clips and stuff, I always think like the set just looks a little dingy. And last season I watched it and I was like, okay, yeah, so I guess that's just like the vibe.
Yeah.
And then I watched season 6 with you, which, by the way, guys, we did cover like 80% of it on the podcast, but then we just got really busy, and then I did end up spoiling it for myself. And so I was just like, fuck this. And I was like, Janelle didn't win. I don't care. Fucking Maggie.
Yeah, that's how I am with Big Brother in general. Like, I stop watching once the people I like go home.
And you know what? I know you don't watch and specifically hate Love Island, but except for the fact that you do vote and talk about the hot guys on Love Island, right?
I don't normally vote, but this year I did want to cause chaos in the atmosphere, so I did vote for Zach repeatedly.
You're the reason why they got that weird. Did you see the date that they got on Love Island? Their final epic date. So everybody gets these really amazing dates. The top 4, like on the finale episode, they're really magical and gorgeous and beautiful and serene. Zach and Kata got to like jet ski in a swamp, and it was like really chaotic. And then it wasn't even a jet ski. It was like one of those like you know, if you ever like go down south on like the Everglades and they do those like
alligator tour.
Yeah, like that weird boat that they're on in the alligator tour. It was very swampy. You could just tell poor Kato was just getting thrashed around, and they were like, what the fuck? And then they pull over to this little table next to the swamp, and Donny, they served them hoagies.
It's like I got to vote for what the date was. A swamp tour and a hoagie with Zach I would be a happy man. I'd never have to go on a date again.
And then the hoagie was tied together by like twine. Like it looked like they pulled it straight from Crafty and just threw it on there. Because I also think the producers were like, "Who keeps voting for Zach and Kata?" And they're like,
It's
"Donny."
me. Check my IP address.
Anyway, it was such a janky date that I was like, "Is this Big Brother? What is this?" Anyway, but yes, so I watched season 6, and then I watched this season, and I felt to me like season 6, because when I watched season 6, I was like, the house looked nice. Is it just because they like stopped taking care of the house? It had been like many years, so they just like gave up. But this season, it feels fresh too.
Yeah, and maybe it's because they want to make it look like a time machine or a spaceship or whatever the hell it is, but there is like a sleekness to it.
Yeah. Now, as you told me last year, and I was very happy to find out, my kids can watch Big Brother. Big Brother is, at the end of the day, a family television show. It is no Love Island. And so I really, I did sit down and watch with my kids, like the first episode a little bit. And they said, is there a real dinosaur?
I don't know what that was. Speaking of like leftover props, that's where they got the hoagie for Love Island. That was the dinosaur from Jurassic World.
Yeah, like they're like, the studio lot is the same, whatever. Paramount, like, just send us something. Like, it's fine. Yeah, and then they were also like, wait, is there a real time machine? I was like, no. But it was cute that they keep trying to do it, and it's always so funny to me when the cast has to go, and then like, they're just like being prompted. They're like, oh, somebody overhead, Big Brother is like, okay, on the count of 3, act surprised.
My thing is, I wonder if because like now they take the time machine table or whatever to wherever their challenge is, and then when they come back, they have conversations that you would immediately after. So I want to know, like, if a producer separates them or if they just have to repeat it.
I think they probably, a little bit of both.
Okay. We love it.
Yeah. I mean, they have literally nothing else to do except for wait for prompts from the voiceover head, So like, I guess that's fine. So the first episode was cuckoo crazy. Again, I've made this comment several times all over the internet. It cracked me up because there's a bunch of Love Island people that are like, should I start watching Big Brother? And I was like, yeah, give it a try. And then
that's the social experiment.
Yeah. And then the very first episode, they're like, who is Angela, and why is she called Crazy Eyes? And okay, Devon's all right, so this is a survivor person, and wait, is that lady getting thrown into lava with a fake dinosaur while she overacts? And then there's a skeleton in a pool of lava, and Julie Chen Moonves says it is correct. Rachel Riley has been, what did she say? Like incinerated in the lava, or like taken out of the Big Brother?
A few moments ago, Rachel has been pushed into a volcano by a velociraptor and has met her demise.
I mean, and it was so funny because they were like, is that normal? It's not, but also it is. Like, that's the thing. It's like, no, that's not normally the format of Big Brother. But also when I see stuff like that on Big Brother, I go, makes sense.
Yeah, because now people are trying to say like, oh, because the portal was open, maybe Rachel will appear on Survivor next season. And I'm like, no, Survivor is not playing these games. This is a Big Brother exclusive.
Yeah, Survivor is not doing that. And so on Survivor, they're actually worried about a volcano erupting. Like on Survivor, they are shitting in the woods. Like, this is not...
In the ocean, I just found out. The very ocean that they bathe in. It's called aqua dumping.
Okay. Well, I wish I didn't know that.
Well, one day we'll watch a Survivor season together.
I know. Arthi is like a huge Survivor fan. She's like a Survivor super fan. So she's always trying to get me to watch that and Outlander. And I haven't done either of those. So...
Well, I have a talent of getting people to watch things that other people in their lives have told them to watch for a long time. So we'll watch a Survivor. I've always said Survivor is a better show and Big Brother is a better game.
Yes, absolutely. And when you say you have a talent for getting people to watch a show, it means you just literally bully people into it.
Whatever works.
Because you have been getting your roommate to watch a bunch of stuff.
We watched Big Brother 6, we watched Traitors 2, we watched Survivor 16, and now are looking for the next thing to watch.
I did recommend that you should watch like a good season of Housewives.
Okay.
Like, I
there are
think
a lot of people that didn't get the through line here. And I even posted a reality TV Mount Rushmore with Janelle, Parvati, and Sari, or whoever the other one was.
Yeah.
Phaedra. And people were like, watch The Simple Life season 2. Watch The Real World. I was like, that's not what we're doing here.
No, that's not camp. Well, Simple Life is very campy, but like, no, that's not what we're doing. I think in honor of your former podcast, Know That, I think you guys should watch that first season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Not to really, because like the way that show has fallen off, I did not watch it at all this past season. It was very bad. But I do think that dinner party from hell with whatever, Allison Dubois.
Yeah.
I almost called her Dumois. She might as well be.
What if she was?
Yeah.
That's how she'll end every post.
And early on, e-cig girl, we didn't have vapes. Like the kids these days don't know that the first person vaping on TV was Allison Dubois from
Medium herself, yeah.
Anyway, okay, back to the show. Please. So we have this season a regular cast and crew of way too many people whose names I do not remember and will immediately forget.
Still?
I could
list them alphabetically if I needed to.
And you know what? And that's why you are the executive producer, mastermind, and host of Birthday Brother 40. And that's why I'm not. But we have this group of people, and it does really feel like they did copy paste on some of the people from last season.
For sure.
But we actually have 4 reality TV people. Mm-hmm. One of whom is Jason from RuPaul's Drag Race.
5. Because Lyric herself was on American Idol.
Shut up. I didn't know that.
Honolulu songstress was on American Idol.
Wow. What season?
One of the new ones that nobody watched, where Katy Perry was a judge.
Okay. Did she make it very far?
I don't know. She was in Hollywood when I saw it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's pretty good. Yeah. So, okay, Lyric, sure, whatever. She's also an attorney, it turns out.
Of eviction law, yeah.
Amazing. Huh. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I don't feel great about it.
Yeah, hopefully her eviction law attorneying is more like in defense of people staying in their homes.
That's not how she made it sound, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. Not great. And then we have Jason, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race, who is, I can't wait to get into the game he's playing. We have 2 Survivor people, Dee and Devins. Devins, we shockingly found out, is our age, which
that's
is
crazy.
You're 40. I'm about to turn 41. And Devins just turned 42.
And I don't think the people in the house know that either, because other house guests are calling him America's dad. And a 42-year-old obviously can be a dad, but I don't think that's what the public at large thinks. Donna Kelsey, America's mom, is not 42 years old.
Yeah, they're bundling him with Angela, who is 58. Yeah. And Jason is he's America's dad. Jason, he's 5 years older than you. Yeah. Jason, you may have been in high school at the same time that he was. You guys are watching the same TV. So we have the 2 Survivor people and we have Angela. And now I would like to give the floor to you to tell everybody who has not watched Angela's previous season of Big Brother a little bit about Angela. And my cliff note on her is something that you texted me, but I was immediately texting you the same thing, which is that Angela feels like a middle-aged white woman version of Donny.
Well, I texted my sister yesterday and said, this is just like our mom is on TV. And my mom hates Angela, and I think it's because you hate in others what you hate about yourself.
Yeah, no, I see that. I see that. That's why I hate Kyle Richards. I'm like, unfortunately, she is me.
Yeah. So Angela her first season was head of household the first week, and that puts you in a great spot. I mean, you do get a target on your back down the line, but week one, you're the only one that's safe. You have a choice of who to put on the block. So she made her nominees and then got in her head that her alliance was only her alliance because she was head of household. So then she turned on them, made a big announcement to the house and say, these are the people that I'm working with. They're backstabbers, but they weren't at all. So she was just unraveling in the head of household bedroom by herself. The cameras would like zoom in on her as she would talk to herself and stare at the ceiling. So then during that fight, there was another guy that was like not working with her. Matt was his name, and he was in a showmance with a week one showmance, much like Roman Lyric, was in a showmance with this girl, Mackenzie. And Angela said, Mackenzie, you're much better than him. You don't need this man. And then she did this. He has crazy eyes. Eyes.
Patreon exclusive, please.
What was it? And I am a white man, so I can't say much. But in defense of Angela, he does have Asian in his blood, so everyone thinks crazy eyes is problematic. But the eyes go up, not out. You know?
And you know what? As I was watching that clip that you shared with me,
yeah.
And he like looked at the camera a few times. I said,
he does have crazy eyes.
Well, I do see what you're talking about because he looks like what I look like when I've got too much Botox in my eyes or like in my face. Because like sometimes when you get fresh Botox and you like really want to make it like a big, expressive eyeball, but your eyebrows don't move, but then your eyeballs open up, like your lids open up. It does look crazy. So
and this was week one. So I wonder if in preparation for his reality TV debut, he got Botox.
Yeah, it's a mistake many people make, obviously. But like her saying that about an Asian man, not great.
Not great. But she is friends in real life with Whitney Rose. So I'm dreaming of her crossover to Salt Lake City.
Whitney Wild Rose?
Whitney Wild Rose, yeah.
The premier little girl of Bravo.
Could you imagine Angela on Salt Lake City? Please.
Yeah, I can. And they would I would want to see her and Meredith Marks go at it because it would be a mother off.
It would. And then one more thing about her first season also. She was head of household another time later. And then, you know what I'm going to say?
I already know. And I'm just excited because all I can picture is her laying on the floor.
It's so good. She was head of household a week later, not the first week. And then the week after that, she was a have-not. So any leftover stuff she had, she wasn't allowed to eat, which normally would be like cakes. And if it was me, it would be tasty cakes and cheesesteaks. So like that stuff isn't going to hold for a week. But Angela, in case this happened, ordered charcuterie to her head of household room because meats and cheeses in a charcuterie board famously don't go bad if they're refrigerated. So she ordered a charcuterie board, but then everyone else was still in the cheesesteak and tasty cake mindset and said like, oh, she can't eat it. We will. And Angela had a meltdown on the floor, crying meltdown on the floor of the living room. And then later, the diary room. It's good.
And by the way, guys, the link of those clips that Donny shared with me to get a background on Angela are going to be in the show notes. So just scroll down and click on it if you want to take a pause here and go watch it because it is so good. And I did say that Angela laying down in the middle of the living room muttering to herself and complaining is literally me when I see you and Tom hang out and I'm not invited. I'm like, I don't mind sharing, but like, why wasn't I included? It's me. And I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people don't like Angela because they see so much of themselves in her erratic behavior because like we've all been there.
Yeah. Now, I will say there are like people that hate her and I'm not there, but I will say in terms of like bringing someone back to Big Brother, she wouldn't have been my first through 28th choice. Like there are people that played the game and either played it too hard, they went out early or whatever, didn't have a chance to. I wouldn't say this woman played the game by any means. I think she bullied a 25-year-old and then cried about pepperoni sticks.
And you know what? CBS said, that's talent. Bring her back. Put more cameras on her. I will say,
I think she learned her lesson. Like she's playing a different game this time than she did that.
Well, I would say the Power of Veto episode up to then, yes. But last night's episode with the eviction, things are starting to unravel and it is so funny. I love it so much. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing about a person from your community, Angela. I appreciate that. Love learning about your culture. So yeah, day one, we had this dinosaur and Rachel Riley and all of that, whatever. But we also had a competition that made Rome, Jason, and Chuck safe, which is great. And then we had the HOH comp, which was between the 3 reality TV stars. So Dee, Devins, and Angela. And Dee wins, which was great. And as soon as she wins, she says to the people around her who are helping her, which is like, I honestly can't remember, but Yash is in there.
Yeah.
She says, you all are safe. And so they're like, sweet, cool, amazing. Well,
because they have to, they have to help her. They have to hold these ropes while she balances something on it.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, I think it was like, who else was in there? I think Mallory was in there. I think Mallory. No, not Mallory. The other one.
Melody.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Melody.
The game show host?
The game show host, who I feel like you already have a feud against her because you're like, you better not step on my toes, bitch. When you were doing your little rundown on Instagram about these people, you were like, you run an escape room in Vegas? Okay, you're not Pat Sajak. Relax, Donny. And by the way, nobody wants to be Pat Sajak. He's terrible.
I would be Vanna White, though.
Yeah, you would. Would you want to be, would you rather be Pat Sajak or Chuck Woolery?
Pat Sajak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. Just to be in proximity to Vanna White. I think that would be the only thing.
Yeah.
And also to like watch people obviously get puzzles wrong on Wheel of Fortune. It would be so funny.
I do like a game show where like where you can get a glimpse inside people's head. Like Family Feud is a good one, a great one for that. I would love to be Steve Harvey. But also like when people are like, a handful of buttholes. No, that's not a common phrase by any means.
Yeah, they're like right in the butt. Or whatever that guy was. He said it with such confidence. It was my favorite. It was like pegged in the butt or something. I'm like, okay. Respect it. Okay. We're not shaming anybody. Loved it. Okay. So but the block is put up. The eviction block happens, and we got Yash, Mallory, and Taylor on the block. Mallory absolutely loses her marbles. I was like, this is insane. But what was really funny to me was then watching Melody go around the whole house being like, I don't want anything to do with her, actually. I like can't stand her at all. And I was like, that's not a good move. Like, you can't do that. That's not going to help.
Week 1, like in season 6, which we watched, clear lines were divided later on in the game. And you knew like, these people are not working with these people. So then you can vent to your safe little group. But in week 1, you don't know who's working with who. Yeah. So she was telling her Dee's alliance members.
Yeah, it was very silly. It was a very bad idea. But Mallory also just could not stop sobbing. She just could not take it when they were talking about like who's going to go up for power veto. Right, I think when the nominations were in, or like the people who were going to actually play, Melody did end up being listed in there. And so Mallory's like, so you're going to like get me off the block, right? Like if you win power veto. And Melody's like, honestly, I don't know yet. And Mallory again is like,
and I do, on paper, Mallory seems like everything I would and should hate, right?
Yeah.
However, I do like someone that is very much themselves. So there is a part of me that has a soft spot for her, because if there was like, okay, when she was voting later on, she does that like little shimmy and she's like, this is Mallory reporting live. And like, that is crazy. And I do want to bully you for it. However, there's just like such a genuineness to it where if you could see that she wanted to be that person and wasn't, then I could just bully her flat out. Because you're emotional and now you want to be popular and you're not. But she really thinks she's popular in that moment. And that makes me say, I can fuck with you.
Well, you famously love a pathetic.
Yeah, but not a pathetic in this way.
And honestly, I think Mallory is like a multi-layered, onion inside of an onion, because she also is like really fit, and she's also a literal rocket scientist. And then at the end when she shimmied into the diary room to like vote, I was like, who is this? And then she had these like Y2K clips on, and I was just like, oh my God. That is not the person that was sobbing hysterically nonstop. Now, I know that when you did Birthday Brother, everybody that I've spoken to that was part of it, one of them, your beloved Chelsea, co-host of I'm the Cute One, I said, oh my God, how was it? And she said, Noor, I just went home and cried. And I was like, oh, was it torture on everybody? And it was an emotional experience for a lot of people over just 3 days. And usually I would look at Big Brother and I would see somebody like Mallory sobbing and say, get a grip, bitch. But the fact that I know real life people who played a game for 36 hours and came out of it being like, that was emotionally taxing on me. I feel like I get it a little bit, but could never be me. You would never see me like that. You would see me like Angela in about 5 weeks into the game.
I think I would be both. I think I would, well, no, just Angela then, because Angela does cry. I would cry for sure, but I would also be my own worst mental enemy.
Yeah, exactly. I think that one of my things would be like on week 1 on Big Brother, one of the first things I would say is if anybody wants to use the power veto or not use the power veto, I think like week 1, if you are put up on the block, it is your responsibility to get yourself off the block.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to save you. It's week 1. Like,
right.
I think those kinds of conversations like need to happen. But also like I simultaneously am somebody who loves to sit in the corner and whisper, and also am a person who loves to like gather the people and have like a quorum and like talk to everybody at the same time. And so I would just, I don't know, like I love week 1 sometimes just because it's so funny to like see all of the people trying to get to know each other.
I'm here.
You disagree. Okay, anyway. Power veto happens.
No, you disappeared for a long time.
Oh, I did? I was talking to myself. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Anyway, listen. Power veto happens and Mallory wins it, which was amazing. I was like, as soon as she started talking about 45-degree angles and 90-degree angles, I said, this lady's taking it.
Yeah. Even we as the audience saw what the right path was. And like, even if they would have flashed that on the screen, I don't think I would have been able to redo that.
No, absolutely not. And I love Taylor because Taylor, about like 2 minutes into it, goes, you know what? This is not for me. And that's okay.
Yeah. And when she did the first competition, the one that I think Chuck ended up winning, where they had to build that bridge to get across the lake or whatever, she in that was like, oh, me and Chuck are tied neck and neck. And when they showed the screen, she was still very much in the beginning.
No, baby, no. I think she thought they were neck and neck because the other two were so lost. Like Dee was just like going in circles, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Mallory wins it, which is really exciting. And then the whole time, you know, that episode, they're trying to figure out who they're going to put up. Ashley really tries it because she's like, it's basically going to be Barrett and I who are either going to go up. She's not aware that Barrett is in an alliance. We're going to talk about alliances in a minute, but she's not aware. But Ashley is so Love Island coded because she literally said in that episode, it's now our responsibility to go around and pull people for chats. I said, no.
Who do you think auditioned for Love Island instead of Big Brother? Ashley for sure.
Ashley for sure. Rome for sure.
Chuck, I think.
Chuck, absolutely.
And maybe Lyric.
Maybe Lyric, yeah. The only reason I think Lyric may not have is because she does have a career, like a job.
Oh, okay.
You know, so there is that. Although I wouldn't be surprised if like you've ever been on a reality TV show, you probably have a publicist or like a team or something. And so I'm sure somebody did reach out to Lyric once and say, any interest in going on Love Island? And that's why she's taking her Love Islandry into this house within day 1, which was crazy. We'll talk about it in a minute. But Ashley goes around. She really tries, but doesn't work. Ashley is put up on the block and in place of Mallory. Now, before we talk about the eviction episode, can we talk about these alliances?
Please.
All right. Number 1, the first alliance that we got was the Red Corner.
The Red Corner is crazy.
That is led by Camus, who's like 70% of his vocabulary is bro. Now, didn't love it. He does make me feel, and I think Donny, you'll understand it, equal parts unsafe and equal parts horny.
Yeah, I fully understand that because that's mostly my type.
You know, I do feel that that's something that I've heard from a lot of my gay friends is that the guy who bullied you in high school is also your biggest crush.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take that to therapy at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, who's in Red Corner? Red Corner's like Camus, Chuck,
Haley,
which is whatever. Haley's 29.
That's a rough face for 29.
She and Devin's got access to the same kind of sunscreen and water, which is I don't think any of it.
They took that time machine to the future and then just their faces stayed there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
and then Dee and Devins are a part of that also.
yeah, Dee and Devins, right? Because they're trying to, and so Dee is a brilliant person, by the way. Was she good on Survivor?
I don't watch new school Survivor because it's just not the same. Ever since like CBS, so CBS's DEI initiative fixed Big Brother, but it broke Survivor because Jeff Probst found Jesus or whatever around the same time as that. He found Jesus the same time Julie Chen did, but CBS was like, we don't care. We're still going to do dinosaurs. We're still going to do like this. You might found the Lord, but that doesn't have anything to do with us. But Jeff Probst is like kinder to everyone now and uses they, them pronouns instead of saying, come on in, guys. And it's just not the same. Like an island where you're shitting in the ocean is not the place for inclusivity.
You know,
that on a shirt.
And I did love that reel that you made of yourself just doing like yard work for about 10 seconds and deciding that absolutely not, you would never make it on Survivor.
That's reality show editing, Nor. You saw 10 seconds of it. It was about a half hour. I was getting dizzy because you may recall I have MS. I was like, I can't do this.
I did love the fact that, you know, one thing about you is you're always going to show skin on camera. And I do love that about you. It's one of my favorite things. I think you would do great on Love Island for it because they have no fear about showing any parts of their body. But as you and I have every single episode, trigger warning, talked about our eating disorders and body dysmorphia, I was like, look at him. I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I kept looking at the picture. So there was the video, but then also the picture I took for the cover. And me and the buff really makes me want to be on Survivor. But then watching the video of me sweating after moving 2 cement blocks, I'm like, maybe I can't.
And the only reason I would go on Survivor is because I would be like, is that going to make me thin? Which again, eating disorder, body dysmorphia, we are not good for that. Like this lettuce poop business is really...
I've thought about it. This is the most influenced I've ever been to eat a salad.
My husband is not letting me eat any greens because he's so terrified of me getting sick. I did have major surgery like 2 months ago, and I love him for caring, but I'm also like, girl, I'm trying to be snatched. Like, please. And he's like, no, it's not worth it. You look great. I'm like, okay, thanks for loving me exactly as I am, I guess. And not wanting me to die.
Yeah, that's very sweet. I do like that the world is finally eating the way I eat. Like I've eaten nothing but burgers and fries this week. It's so good.
It's really, really good. Anyway, what were we talking about? The red corner. Oh, Dee is great. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch
great.
Season,
yeah. So Dee has several alliances, but the 2 major ones she has is Red Corner, which is the guys that you mentioned, Dee and Devins, and then she has the Crossovers Alliance, which is Dee, Devins, Angela, Drew, and Barrett.
And
yeah.
If I was Drew or Barrett, there would be a part of me that, like, if the game is going to be rigged by CBS, it will be rigged for the returnees, right? So, like, there would be a part of me that would feel somewhat protected. But then also, if we're going to assume CBS doesn't get in the way, these are 3 returners that are obviously going to stick together. So you 2 are brought in just for numbers. Like, I would know if we got to the final 5, there's no way I'm moving forward.
Yeah, exactly. But I do love that both Drew and Barrett are like, let's just hang. You know, I did message you that there were no diary room screamers, but you're right. Drew is a diary room screamer. Taylor also. Taylor, Yash, and Drew are diary room screamers.
Taylor?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Oh yeah, she's screaming in the diary room.
Okay, I'll have to go back.
Okay, she's got a script. It's fine because she said she wanted to say I even though I'm acting erratic, but then she said erotic, and then she said, "Can we do that again?" And her voice changed, and I said, "Oh, okay, she's doing a voice. Got it. She's doing her CBS voice, which go on, Mama, I love it. I it was weird as somebody who's always been like, why is everybody screaming? I watched the first episode. I said, why is nobody screaming?
Well, Angela's a CBS screamer.
I think she's an all the time screamer.
Yeah.
That might just be her voice. So anyway, we got Crossovers, Red Corner. Red Corner is a disgusting name. The fact that they said it and Dee didn't go, and Chuck, I was like, You guys are signing off on this?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Then we have Mama's Angels, which is something that we recently just found out about. That
Mhm.
is with Latrice, aka Lala,
Uh-huh.
Jason, and Rome. Now, Latrice, a bionic woman.
She is 58 years old.
She's exclusively walking around that house in a bikini. And you know what? If I was 58 years old with that body, I would too.
That's me.
Yeah, that is you. Can I just say, by the way, Patreon exclusive, your t-shirt that you're wearing right now, can you just show it to the audience over here? What do we got here? It says, oh, MTV Spring Break.
Yeah, it's for the Time Machine theme. Because I
Oh my
wasn't
God.
wearing that. I don't have central air, so I wasn't wearing that HOH robe.
I did. Yeah, we're not wearing HOH robes because the air quality outside is bad. We can't crack our windows open, and everybody's air conditioning has to be lowered because we are at an energy crisis right
Oh,
now.
great. Why did you want me to show my shirt? What does it look like?
Oh, you know what? The color of your shirt also feels very Rugrats to me for some
Okay.
reason. And so it always reminds me of the fact that you have dressed up as Tommy Pickles
Yeah.
in the past. And so
This is like if Tommy Pickles was a twin and not Phil and Lil. This is what the sister would wear, this pink shirt.
yeah, absolutely. Or his gay brother.
Oh, yeah, Dill.
That's you. Anyway, so we got Mama's Angels, and then we have Court Jesters, which is new. Now, Court Jesters formed first. We saw Jason and Angela, like episode 1, have a really beautiful moment where Jason's like, I've never been around this many straight people, and Angela's like, my son is gay. So I love that. I'm just thinking about that conversation on the cameras that people have clocked of Angela, Devins, Barrett, and Drew sitting around, and they ask Angela, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter? And Angela says, well, my son is gay and my daughter is very thoughtful. And somebody says, Angela, that's not what. And Barrett says, nope, that's perfect. Leave it as is. And I was like, and that's why I love it. I was like, why don't they would never put that on TV.
No.
CBS would never allow that. But anyway, so Jason and Angela bond because Angela does have a gay son and she's like very loving and caring. But on the Power of Veto episode, on Wednesday's episode, they're cuddling and everything's sweet. And she leaves the room and Jason, you diabolical bitch, turns to the camera and straight evil laughs. And I was like, I think this is great for him in that moment. But then when he goes to the Court Jesters, which is Drew and Melody, and tells them what he did and like lied to Angela, I was like, that was a bad move. What do you think?
It's too early to be doing that. Again, you don't know who's working with who. And that is something you just like keep in because you're not aligning yourself with Angela necessarily. You're just making her trust you. And now that this information is out, you're showing that you yourself are not trustworthy. Like you could be doing the same to these people.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, Drew immediately tells Devins, and then Devins goes and they both go and tell Angela, and Angela goes to the diary room and she is sobbing. And I was actually hoping that Angela would be sobbing and then uncover her face and say, two can play this game, bitch. I'm not actually crying. But no, Angela's legit crying.
But for this, I understand the crying. A charcuterie board, no. But this, like, you did bond over, like, Jason brought his dead mom into it. So that is tough stuff. Now, with that said, I do, as a game move, really enjoy it. He lost me where he told other people. But if he was just doing this to people all season, chef's kiss.
Yeah, going around and using your marginalized experience to just like connect with people and be like, you're the only person that makes me feel safe.
Brilliant.
Like that is so smart, actually.
My mom
but yeah,
always said I can swear on her life if I'm on Big Brother.
And that's really sweet of her.
Thank you.
It's one of the many gifts that she has bestowed upon you. The other one being the MS.
Yes, and the psoriasis. Thanks for the care package.
Anyway, so it was like a rough move. I was like, oh, Jason, you lost me. That wasn't a good move because both Devins and Melody are like, okay, that's horrible. And I'm sad that Jason didn't pick up on that. Like he didn't read the room as soon as he started saying that stuff, you know? And then we have, Angela's paranoia, because that's something that came up in this last night's episode. So we have like these main sort of alliances. We have obviously the have-nots are all bonding with each other. So if you're a person that's part of the have-nots that's put up on the block early on at this point, you have each other to like lean on, which is
Yeah.
great. But Angela says that Rome has been gathering people at the gym, and she says if he's calling everybody except for me, I know that they're talking about me. And it cracked me up because there's so many other alliances happening, but this is not one of them.
But was it not? Like it isn't, but it kind of is. Or did it only become one because of this?
No, like I think the only alliance Rome really has is like he's hooking up with Lyric. And
Uh-huh.
then the other alliance he has is Mama's
Mama's
Angels,
Angel.
which is Jason and Lala.
Uh-huh.
But there's nobody else. And she's like, he's going around and he's talking to
Mm.
all the girls and he's pulling them all in, and they're all your opponents. And Camu, you need to know about it. And Camu's like, okay, I'm going to go tell D. And so now Angela has created this game of telephone based on her own paranoia, which I was
That's
like,
true.
that's brilliant.
But he was talking game though.
Yeah, but to two people, not the entire house. Like he was talking to Lala and Jason, and that's it. And she has convinced herself that he's going around to the gym, and she's like, and nobody's inviting me to the gym, which is also like so like Angela being like, no one wants to invite this middle-aged
Yeah.
woman, to the gym. I mean, she did break the tub.
She did. And then we got a Jennifer Coolidge impression immediately after.
And I said, all is forgiven.
Yeah.
It was great. So we got that paranoia. Now let's talk about Roman Lyric. Too much, too fast.
Too much, too fast, but I do like that CBS is on our side with it. Like a lot of times with showmances, they do give like these two people have found each other in this world, in this crazy world edit. But this is getting like cartoon music and people whispering about like, oh my God, we can't even go in our room because all we hear is.
Yeah,
So
what is this, Love Island?
Yeah. So I do like that CBS is behind us here.
Yeah, and initially when it was introduced where they were like sitting together and he was like going through the lockers or whatever, and he was like, stop, you're making it so obvious. I said, oh, they're together from before. They've known each other and they're together from before. Okay, this is a fun little twist. No.
Maybe he voted for her on American Idol.
Oh my God, you're right. He's seen her on American Idol before. But I was like, okay, like it was just, I thought initially it was that they knew each other, which made sense. But then when I was like, it's day 3 and you guys are, sucking and bucking, as Kendrick says on Love Island, like it's too much. But do you think
there is one season, Nora, and in terms of like they're bottom of the barrel people, they're awful. But the writer's strike season 9, the twist was because it was filmed in February, so the twist was like couples on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So everyone had to take like a love survey before you moved into the house, and then you were paired with someone that your survey said you should be paired with. So you had to share a bed with them. You competed as couples, were evicted as couples with a stranger. And some people did really hook up in the house, whatever. But then there was a real life couple and they were separated. So she had to share the bed with another guy. He had to share the bed with another girl.
That is, first of all, from the demented mind of Julie Chen Moonves. But also, that is like if you took Married at First Sight and Love Island and Big Brother and mashed it together.
Yeah, I loved that season, even though they were all so horrible people.
That does sound really, really good, though. I do love that. But do you think that Lyric is really in it, or do you think that she's just doing it to get this big beefy protector?
No, I think she's really in it. And I think that because the diary room could have told us that, especially with the like, we can't be alone edit. Like if this was like a True Love Always edit, then I would say CBS would never show us her saying like, I'm just doing it to have a protector. But we're already getting a like, this isn't love edit. So she could tell us the truth. So the fact that she hasn't, I do think she auditioned for Love Island, didn't get it, and decided to find love here instead.
Yeah, I guess. And Rome is a dodo bird, I think. He's happy to just have a cutie patootie girl on his side, I think.
Yeah. And it's a shame that this other side of the house is starting to brew and be against him now, because I do like him.
I do too.
Yeah.
I was like, he seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah.
He don't love his Jerry curl, don't love his mustache. It's very Top Gun Maverick. Like, I don't love that. But I mean, I guess if he likes it, I love it.
I would need him and Yash and who's the other one? Barrett to get haircuts before I say if they're cute or not.
People are saying on the feeds that Barrett and Dee are cuddling.
They are. And she always has a showmance on every show she's on.
Now that's what I hear, but look, I'm a person who actually loves an ambiguous sexuality man. I myself fell in love with many, many men who were actually in the closet when I was younger. And is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my medicine delivered today, and I got a text, but no, not that. Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, good. So I do love that, and I'm not, here to out anybody or question his sexuality. I would also be extremely comfortable around Barrett, but I think that's because he has very feminine energy, and I was convinced that Barrett was gay or bi or
well, so did
queer.
Ashley, I think. That first episode when they move in, Barrett says something and Ashley says like, yes! And in a way where you wouldn't, like a girl wouldn't say that to a straight man.
Yeah, like him cuddling with Dee was me being like that clip of Britney Spears when she finds out that Ryan Seacrest has girlfriends. Like being like, girl. That was me because I was very surprised. And I wouldn't now, Dee, do you think Dee and Barrett are cuddling because Dee also thinks that Barrett might be a gay man?
Maybe, probably not though, because like I said, every show she's on, and sometimes not when the cameras are on. Google Dee. Oh, a doorbell. 1 second. Hold on to this.
Yeah. Okay, yes, you were going to say something about Dee before your doorbell rang.
Yeah, sometimes not on camera too. She has a showmance, and I'm not going to talk about it because working these parties, I have had friendships with some people, and I don't want to put their business in the street, but you can Google Dee Survivor Scandal, and you'll get some tea.
Okay.
Yeah, that's some homework.
Okay, a little homework. Okay, who's Wendell?
No, I just said I can't talk about it.
Oh my God. Okay, Donnie's not talking about it, you guys. He's not talking about it. I'm simply reading it from the internet. Now, the internet says that if you haven't heard, Wendell, winner of season 36, recently had a baby with his girlfriend last summer. But it's recently come out that from November to December, he has cheated on her with Dee. Rumors of this cheating scandal have been circling around Twitter for the past few days, but Wendell finally confirmed them today. Okay, I mean, listen, Dee is, by the way, extremely hot.
She is, and she was in a relationship with Johnny Bananas during the challenge.
Oh, so, God. Okay. No, you know what? I take it back. I take it back.
Wendell was the winner of his season of Survivor, and he looks like that. So, like,
gorgeous.
Yeah, and like you can like or dislike Johnny Bananas, but there is something sexy about him. So to go from Wendell to Johnny Bananas to Barrett, like she doesn't have a type.
I don't like it. It confuses me also, but makes sense that if she was in a showmance with Johnny Bananas, knowing everything we know about Johnny Bananas, it makes sense why she would not care about being in an alliance with a bunch of beef heads called the Red Corner.
No, that doesn't shock me at all.
Okay, well, Dee, you've gone down the list of favorites for me because we do need to talk about now. Big Brother doesn't always do this. They've taken a page from Love Island, but they did used to do this in the past, which is they are doing a vote this week, correct?
They are. The next 6 weeks.
The next 6 weeks, they're doing a vote. I do have to say, give a shout out to our guy, Howie, from season 6 and season 7. Love him. Love the fact that he showed up. We did hear from Angela about a time at a Big Brother party or something that she and Howie cut the rug together. Would have paid gold to see that.
Well, I'm glad you said that because it's my life dream to go on a Big Brother cruise. So if you're willing to pay gold, we can just pay cash and go, Nora.
Let's not push it. Anyway, so and then and not until the lettuce poop stuff subsides, I think maybe we don't go on a cruise.
We just won't eat lettuce on the cruise.
Okay, I don't know. All right.
We don't need the salad bar.
Anyway, so Howie did show up. Howie showed up and Dr. Will showed up. And I didn't have the background on Dr. Will being like a big Botox guy. But then once I realized, I said, oh, okay, that's why Dr. Will looks the way that he does. He looks like a wax figurine.
Nora, Dr. Will is Dr. 90210. Him and Adrian Malouf's husband were Dr. 90210 in season 1.
Oh, I mean, I didn't watch Dr.
I
90210.
mean, me neither, but that's history.
I didn't know. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. At some point, there was too much content out, and I said, I can't.
Yeah, you watched The Swan instead. I understand.
The Swan. Oh God. With the Netflix documentary for that is still pending, and I don't know why. Anyway, we had him. It was cool to like see these people. So it seems like a lot of older cast are coming back. Can't wait to see Janelle.
We better get
Janelle. We better get Janelle. Imagine if Copy shows up.
Ew, what if it's Maggie and Cappy together?
Oh God. I called him Copy because that's what he feels like it should be, but you're right. It was Cappy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. But we had the eviction episode. We had the blockbuster, which Yash won. Mm-hmm. So Yash was taken off of the block, which is great. It's what?
Could you do that? My brain would not be able to do that competition.
No, not at all. Famously for me, and this is how I know I wouldn't do well on Big Brother, and I would really need to up my personality, is that I don't know how to play a game until I'm actually playing it. Like, if you explain the rules to me, I have this happens on Traders too. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
They explain the rules. And then I love that Julie's like, does everybody understand? I would be like, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get rules of games until I've actually played at least one round of that game, and then I get it. But okay. I don't understand in that moment. I would never know what the hell's going on. What was it? Everybody's in wigs, and then you have to see who's
pictures pop up most. Pictures pop up on 3 different TV screens, and you have to run around and look at the screens and see who was featured most. I don't even know where to start a strategy for that. CBS posted, not on 3 different screens, CBS posted on their Instagram all the pictures next to each other, and I still couldn't figure out who was featured most with all 10 pictures in front of me.
Well, in your defense, you do have MS.
Oh, that's what I would say every time I lost. And was on the block. Yeah. Guys, I have MS.
Yeah, I would be like, don't put me up. I'm on MS. I have MS. And you know what? It's similarly to how Jason's going around using his marginalization as a way to tell people that he really loves them. Yeah. You should do that with your MS if you ever make it to the Big Brother house.
I would. I used to, in my audition videos, I used to talk about the fact that my mom had MS. And then I was...
Your new audition videos be like, remember last time I said my mom has it? Well, guess what? I do too.
Yeah. I'll start with that video and then do a and then it'll cut to me. Guess who else has MS? I do.
Oh, I love it. So Yash, he wins the blockbuster. He gets himself off the block, and it's Ashley versus Taylor, and Ashley is unanimously voted out. Now, I hated Ashley's speech right before, to help her, whatever, to get people to not vote for her. It was very dumb because Ashley thought that she had all the votes, and then she went around the house telling everybody that she had the votes. And I was like, why would you do that?
I think she was afraid some people would sway, so she wanted more. But in doing so, then the people that said they would ended up not.
Now, I just watched The Odyssey, which was very long. But, it is a Greek tale about the way our own hubris and our own paranoia can sometimes get the best of us and ruin it. And I think what Ashley did was very Greek tragedy adjacent.
I always wanted to write a book called Greek Tragedy where it was set in a sorority, except it was the retelling of The Odyssey.
We need to take that offline and immediately work on it.
Okay, cut
that's
that.
Really, really, really good. That's really good, especially the part where Odysseus stabs that Cyclops, and then he says, "Who are you?" And he says, "Nobody." And then Cyclops goes around saying, "Nobody did that to me. Nobody did that to me." And his Cyclops friends think that he's lost his mind. That's one of my favorite parts of The Odyssey. I've never ever forgotten it.
Gaslighting at its finest.
Yes, exactly. I was like, men are gonna be men, I guess. Anyway, Ashley's unanimously voted out. Her speech right before was really stupid. She was like, if you could vote for me. I was like, shut up. You know what? If I was gonna keep you safe, if you did that speech, I would be like, you know what? I'm voting her out just because she's annoying.
There is something about her I like, though, because Donald Hadfield, I think there's not a world where I could go in the Big Brother house and just have fun. So the fact that she knew, chances are I'll be out of here, and she had fun to the moment she left. She just got a week vacation in the Big Brother house. What a delight.
Yeah, that is true. And then now she gets to be like invited to Big Brother events for a couple of days.
Yeah. People like me will ask for a selfie even though she was on approximately 3 episodes of television in her entire life. And that's something.
I did love when she was like being put on the block. This is like this is like a humiliation. She said that I feel like I've been diagnosed with a disease. It's called humiliation ritualitis. And I was like, oh, Ashley, you're funny. And even Dee
Yeah.
was like, she is funny.
I always wish that I had access to not a time machine, but like the Marvel universe, because there are people that go so early that you don't think of them as anything. But if they made it to the end, I think they would be fan favorites.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like I think that what you're looking for is what is that in a multiverse, a
Yeah.
sliding doors.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. I get it. Loved it. Loved the first week. Will say again, felt refreshing
Yeah.
compared to the several hours of Love Island that I have watched. It felt really good. I was glad that I could at least watch it in the middle of my living room. I don't have to confine myself to my bedroom where my kids can't see my TV because Love Island is, just kissing.
Girth
Uh,
checks. Yeah.
See, and that's why you voted for Zach.
It is. And
Yeah.
Bryce is friends with half of the Glee cast. So I know that's someone who enjoyed a girth check.
And what if we start doing girth checks on Big Brother? They'll never put that on camera. That'll be
No, they won't.
on the feeds only.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who is your favorite so far on the show? Who are you hoping takes it home?
Lala. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think she has it in her to take it all the way, but I would love a world where Lala went all the way. I would also be fine with Dee or Angela or
Yeah.
Taylor. And I think it ends there right now.
Yeah, I think that Lala, if she doesn't win the show, is gonna be the fan favorite. I think
Yeah.
like that's already a shoo-in. I think that she's great. I also love that Lala in the first episode said, I don't care for Angela. We don't need to keep her on the show. And I kind of
Incredible.
love that about her because she was like, there's only gets to be one old
One
lady
old
in the house.
lady, yeah.
And I do love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Lala is my favorite. Now they have a vote. You have to vote, and every week you get to vote about which person on the current cast gets to go into the Big Brother time machine for either a reward or a punishment,
Mhm.
which is really good. Like now, have you gone in and voted yet?
I misunderstood the rules because they announced it online before they announced on the show. So
Okay.
I wanted, and when Dee first entered the game, I didn't like Dee. Now she
Mhm.
has won me over as a Big Brother player, but based
Mhm.
on other things I've heard, I didn't like Dee. So I voted for her because I wanted her to be HOH, and if she won a reward, for it to cancel out and her not have a reason to use it.
Okay. Okay.
I wasted my week 1 vote, basically. I
Okay.
voted for Jill Stein.
Okay. Well, much like I say on Big Brother, I mean, sorry, not Big Brother, much like I say on Love Island, and I say about all things regarding elections or any type of voting, is that I will not be voting, but that is because I like to watch a television show where I feel like I'm not involved at all.
Mm.
And I also believe that then if I don't vote, I don't get to complain about what the outcome looks like.
Okay. Who
And
would
and
you vote for if you did?
well, I wouldn't because of the punishment thing. See, I'm like, there's too much risk.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
I know.
I'm not doing it. It stresses me out. So
And that's
nobody.
what makes me nervous about this as well. I feel like it's just producer interference because, like, if Angela or Dee or Devins win, then they'll get the thing. And if like someone that fans obviously love enough to vote, but CBS isn't rooting for, like if Jason wins this week, he's going to get a punishment. I think.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't love that for Jason. And
No.
it does feel like, what if it's like CBS is like, well, Donald Trump is breathing down our neck. So if a person of color makes it, we'll always punish them so that
Yeah.
it shuts the MAGA people up,
Mm-hmm.
which I would hate. So I'm not going to get involved. You know what?
Okay.
I've recently taken to believe that reality TV shows are just like scripted television shows. And these are characters on a TV show that I will have nothing to do with. And I don't know them. And I don't need to know their life outside of what I'm watching.
Yeah.
And whatever is produced and put together for me is it. And I don't need to go finding them anywhere. Now, if I was to be invited, say, Donny, to a Big Brother party that perhaps you are also invited to, I will pretend like they are real. But until that happens, these are all fictional characters on a television show.
No, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that's the only way. Well, that's it. We did it. We covered the first week of Big Brother. Thank you so much for gracing me with your presence, MS and all.
Thank you. It really took a lot out of me.
MS and all, orange skies and all, heat wave and all, no central air and all.
Let us poop and all.
Let us poop and all, but we haven't gotten there yet.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Guys, go check out all the things that you can scroll down into the show notes and see. Please do subscribe to patreon.com/IamTheCuteOne. Now, do you guys have like the BB40 birthday brother 40 videos to purchase, like a
collection? We do.
A collection?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
amazing.
And we have two different versions. If you want just the episodes, you can buy that, and that's a cheaper price. Or for a little more, you can get live feed footage and also eviction interviews with me after they've been home already.
And you know what? I think you should pay the premium for that, because that is really, really important. That's the good stuff. Right. So yes, scroll down. You'll see the link for that. And you know what? That's it. I don't know what else to say.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Do you have anything else going on I Am the Cute One?
We're still taking a break from movies, but we did recently cover the first week of Big Brother as well. So if you want to hear more of my thoughts, there's the place for it.
Yeah, more of your thoughts, and this time also Chelsea's thoughts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, her too.
She's also part of the podcast, so I guess.